사운드 프롭스에서 무료 배포 중입니다. 악기 6개를 기간 한정으로 무료로 풀었어요. 기타 3개, 베이스 1개, 드럼 1개, 퍼커션 1개입니다. 힙합 R&B 쓰기 좋은 사운드가 많아요. 메인 혹은 스케치용으로 쓰기 좋습니다. 다운받는 법은 사이트 하단부에 6개 악기를 전부 장바구니에 넣고 결제 시 쿠폰을 입력하면 돼요. 유료 콘탁 풀버전 6.7.1 이상이 필요합니다. UAD 믹스 에디션 크로스그레이드가 87% 할인 중입니다. 역대급 할인이에요. 믹싱을 하시는 분이라면 이번 기회에 득템하는 게 오히려 이득입니다. 총 23개 플러그인이 들어있고 하드웨어 제한 없이 쓸 수 있어요. LA2A 뿐만 아니라 1176, API 등 꿀템들이 많습니다. LA2A를 무료로 받은 후 업그레이드 할 수 있어요. 저렴할 때 득템하세요.
So cool. Now we're going to check out the LA2A Gray on a Rhodes sound. What's cool about this is you have the initial chord and then it sustains for a while, then another chord. So it's a very simple part. As those chords sustain, the LA2A Gray really holds on to it. And as we talked about the release getting slower earlier in the video, this does a great job of holding on to the sound throughout the sustain. Check it out. It'll be off first and then I'll turn it on. Compressor in. Let me do that one more time, the example, and let me turn on the compressor earlier. I'll do that. I'm going to turn on after 2 chords. Compressor in. Can you tell how it's just holding on as the sustain of the chord goes through? That's what I really appreciate about this compressor right here and the job.
UAD 에센셜 에디션 크로스그레이드가 83% 할인 중입니다. 작업할 때 딱 필요한 꿀템만 모아놓은 번들이에요. 보컬, 드럼, 기타 등 믹싱할 때 레알 꿀입니다. LA2A, 풀텍, 폴리맥스 신스, 갤럭시 테이프 에코 등 쓸만한 게 많아요. 하드웨어 제한 없이 쓸 수 있습니다. LA2A를 무료로 받은 후 업그레이드 할 수 있어요. 저렴할 때 득템하세요.
Now, another very unique feature to this plugin that many Pultec fans will know is the ability to boost and cut the same frequency simultaneously. This results in a unique and actually really effective response curve. It might seem counterintuitive to somebody that's not heard of that before. Why would you want to boost and cut the same frequencies? Well, the actual curve of the boost and the cut are not the same. So it's the overlap between the both of them that can be such an effective tool in your production. Next is the MEQ5, great for adding depth to vocals, keys, guitar, which is an important region of your mix. There's a lot.
보컬신스2가 75% 할인 중입니다. 보컬 믹싱 꿀템이에요. 다양한 효과로 곡 작업에 쓸 수 있습니다. 힙합, R&B, K-팝, EDM 등 모든 장르에 활용 가능해요. 보코더, 토크박스 등의 효과를 쉽게 넣을 수 있습니다. 디스토션, 필터, 코러스, 딜레이 등의 이펙트도 포함되어 있어 유니크한 사운드 디자인이 가능해요. 저렴할 때 득템하세요.
Or by clicking on the drop-down menu. Next to these settings is an input slider. You can use this if you want to hear your original voice alongside the synthesized version. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh baby. On every voice, opening up the advanced menu gives you more control over your expression. For even more variation, the preset manager is filled with great starting points, and modifying them is just as easy. If you choose a preset with more than one voice turned on, you can use the flower in the middle to change the volume of each one. The next two modes take the pressure off of your singing ability and give you way more room to interact with the
이멀전트 드럼스가 68% 할인 중입니다. AI 자동 꿀템이에요. 버튼만 누르면 최적화된 드럼 사운드를 찾아줍니다. 샘플을 정하고 유사 정도 레벨을 맞추면 최대한 비슷한 걸 찾거나 완전히 다른 랜덤한 소스를 찾아주기도 해요. 작업 속도를 높일 수 있는 플러그인입니다. 저렴할 때 득템하세요.
And we wanted to generate a new sample. We can choose this slider here and we can generate kick samples that are similar. Oh, I like that. Or we can go full random and it generates a random kick sample.
If you want to generate a completely new drum kit, you can simply click this button to change all the samples and regenerate them all.
And they have two different engines too as well. We have crunchy and then you have creamy.
Got this cowbell sound from the new creamy model. I had slap.
And we can always go back to the previous sounds that we generated here. So it works like a undo.
You can, obviously the gain, attack, release, a bit of more saturation. You can have a low pass filter, you can have high pass filter. You can set it out to left or right panning, and you can pitch it up and pitch it down.
Drag and drop in any of your samples that you have in your library, and then you can also drag and drop samples into any of your channels or any other tracks in any DAW.
I've been using it so much for my sample packs, and the results are quite impressive, to be honest.
Sleek user interface.
Unique samples which you will not.
더리 테이프 67% 할인 중입니다. 세츄레이션 꿀템이에요. 드라이브 더트 노브를 메인으로 조작하면 원하는 사운드로 만들 수 있습니다. 노브가 많지 않아 초보자분들도 쓰기 좋아요. 드럼, 베이스, 기타 등에 걸면 훨씬 댐빙감 있는 사운드를 만들 수 있습니다. 저렴할 때 득템하세요.
I also have the snares and the hi-hats decoupled, so you're getting more of the warbling. You can hear how Dirty Tape kind of dulls out the drums. It's taking some of the high end off of it, but it kind of gives you that like old tape deck vibe. And in my opinion, it just kind of brings the drums together, so it kind of gives it, I don't know, it just feels better to me than the dry drums. Yeah, Dirty Tape captures the sound that I love.